Since immemorial time, people have always been interested in astrology because astrology basically this is a way to find out how somebody will behave and what kind of temperament that person might have. It is not an exact science, but many times some of the things that they say about somebody based on astrology, many times it turns out to be very approximate, I mean, close. So, therefore, it's not an exact science, but it is something that gives you a yardstick by which to measure the predictability or the predisposition of somebody to do something or not to do something. For example, in Western astrology, we have 12 signs, and I say clearly Western because you have the Asian that have other kind of sign. But the Western astrology has 12 signs, and they are Aries, they are Taurus, they are Gemini, they are Cancer, they are Leo, they are Virgo, they are Libra, they have Scorpio, they have Sagittarius, they have Capricorn, they have Aquarius, and they have Pisces. So that's about 12. That's 12. So naturally, in this segment, we cannot talk about all of them, of course, but we will definitely give you some idea about what to expect when you are dealing with Aries, which is the first sign of the zodiac, or the first sign of the astrology, as it relates to a person, because astrology has to do with the four elements, which is fire, water, wind, um, earth, air, fire, earth, air, and water. That's basically the four elements that encompasses the astrology of the Western world, you see. So now, when we are talking about an Aries is the first sign of the astrology, again, as it relates to people. Then you know that they put it in a quadrant. They put it in between 21st of March and 19th of April. So when somebody tell you that they are born between March 21st and April 19, that person definitely fall into the category of an Aries, into the classification of an Aries. So immediately that what come to mind is that okay, if you're an Aries, then you must be very assertive, meaning that anytime that you have something to do, you just do it. In other words, if you have a decision to make, and you are at a crossroad, and then the Aries will decide swiftly, without hesitating, without thinking about eventual consequences. As long as they realize that they will be 80% right and 20% wrong, and then they say, well, they have nothing to lose. They are very bold. The Irish people are very bold. When they have to make a decision, they make the decision. Sometimes they are right, sometimes they are wrong, but nevertheless, whether they are right or wrong, if they have a decision to make, they make it. These Irish people, they don't play. And then Irish people tend to be very inventive, very creative. They have a lot of imagination. They tend to start things. They tend to be entrepreneur. They tend to be entrepreneur. They start businesses. They have good imagination. They are scientists. They are developer. They are entrepreneur. These are people that actually change to make the world better while they are passing this earth. So they pioneer things, they start things. They are like the first people that get to a place, that get to open a business in the area, that get to change the structure of a place because they like to pioneer things. They want to be at the forefront. They like to be the one that actually make things happen. So these are the people that we are talking about when we are talking. These are the traits that we are talking about when we are talking about an Aries, which is the first sign of the astrology or the zodiac. They call it. So and then you know that an Aries, and Harris definitely has a lot of love. They have a lot of love. They are very passionate about things. In other words, they when they are doing something, when they mean to do something, when they are engaged into doing something, they do it, and they are very unselfish. In other words, they want to help, and they don't mind teaching you anything that they know. These are the Irish traits. They don't mind to teach you anything that they know. They are really very compassionate. They have a lot of empathy. In other words, if you have a problem here and then you have an Iris around you, you don't have to worry about a thing because the Iris definitely will see through it that you get whatever you would need in order to solve the problems that you are facing with. You see, these are the kind of people that Irises are. So if you have to select a person to accompany you through life, I think an Iris is one of the best person that you can have. I don't tell you that to put all the other signs aside, no, because the other sign have their good traits also. But the Irish people, when you have them around you, they are very passionate and compassionate, meaning that if they are with you and they are with you, and then the Irish people also they are very bold in decision making. So if, for example, something happened, they have to move on. They don't have any hesitation to move on because these are the kind of people that the Irises are. They are bold, meaning that they are not afraid to make decisions. They are not afraid to face uncertainties because a lot of people they tend to be afraid of uncertainties. In other words, anytime they are they are facing with a situation, then immediately they have all kind of considerations. Oh, I cannot do this because of that. I cannot do this because no, the Irises are not like that. They are very bold in decision making, and they are also very compassionate. Meaning that if they are with you and you will not suffer about anything, they will do their best to make sure that you get the best. And then they are very pioneering, meaning that they don't hesitate to start things, to make things happen where they are. So they are very pioneering. They are entrepreneur. They are very entrepreneurial. They are compassionate. They are bold in their decision making. So these are the kind of people that you have when you have an Aries. So I will not be able to cover the other sign, but stay tuned. I will come back with the other one, meaning that this is the first segment that I'm doing. I will do all the 12 segment, by the way. So just stay tuned. Keep following me, and then you will be up to date on what I know or what I think. This is all my opinion, by the way, but I believe that my observation is correct. So this is what the Iris is all about. Stay tuned. God bless you.